addressing the religious question. We must now summon the courage to discuss openly and frankly the thorny issues of religion and state of origin. We must agree on what role, if any, religions should play in governance, and resolve on whether we want to live under a monarchical theocracy of some sort, or we want to live together as a modern federal, democratic, multi-ethnic, and multi-religious entity, founded on the principles of justice and equity and equality and mutual respect. If we are not able to resolve these thorny issues once and for all, then I fear that this country may not survive as one corporate entity for much longer, because, quite frankly, as presently constituted, I see that time is running out for Nigeria. We are sitting on a keg of gunpowder, on a time bomb. Thus, as we mark our 63rd Independence Day, amidst a myriad of existential problems, including an unprecedented economic recession, resulting in massive devaluation of the life of ordinary Nigerians, and a looming general strike by the labor unions with the attendant tension across the land, I urge all of you who have not given up on the Nigerian project to challenge the present occupiers of public office at all levels, from local government to the presidency of the country, to do something quickly to alleviate the intense suffering in the land and address the fundamental cracks in our national policy, or they should resign their positions and let other people try. The primary purpose of government is the welfare, the safety, and the security of the citizens of the country. But the party in power has been giving us excuses since 2015. We must let them know that we have no more time for any further excuses. As our children are being abducted in droves by killer bandits, as security agents are being decimated in their numbers, and as the modern day slavery, as there is modern day slavery, our children are being sold to modern day slavery, and as many distressed and frustrated persons, unfortunately, are now taking their own lives in a new wave of suicidality. We are quite frankly sitting on a keg of gunpowder or a ticking time bomb. The ship of state is sinking. We are bleeding from every part of our corporate body. To say that Nigeria is experiencing state failure is an understatement. We are on the verge of an imminent implosion or state collapse. And unless something drastic is done very quickly to ameliorate the situation, we shall end up where we are headed. And it is not a good place. Sadly, the Nigerian political elite, including those superintending our affairs today, has consistently demonstrated its utter lack of capacity to steer the ship away from turbulent waters towards peace and prosperity. They have failed woefully in the critical task of forging a united people from the disparate ethnic groups that populate this territory. Instead, they have callously exploited the historical or primitive ethnic and religious sentiments and antipathies among the people for selfish political and economic gain. And the Nigerian leadership conundrum has been further compounded by the very embarrassingly ominous question of identity, integrity, and credibility that surround a number of those who today superintend our local, state, and national affairs.